guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be watching a video that looks incredible. It's called The Best of the Dutch Breakfast, Delicious Dutch Bread Toppings. So it's probably going to make me a little hungry. So let's check it out and comment, like, subscribe, and start. Okay. It's a cat.
Hey YouTube, Coppersan here.
Today we're going to show you some of the most delicious Dutch breakfast items
You can get. A Dutch breakfast would not be complete without bread. Lots of bread. We love bread.
Okay.
We eat bread twice a day.
That.
And of course, breakfast without bread is not real breakfast.
It's not done.
It's not done. It's not how you do it.
It's a breakfast, I would say.
It's a breakfast. A bread feast.
It's a bread
feast. Let's go.
So, to introduce you to one of the things that I really like. Back in the day we used to put the actual cookies on our bread. But they made schuddebuitjes, which is shaky bellies.
Shaky bellies. It doesn't translate that well
It
in
doesn't
English.
translate that well, no. It sounds
doesn't.
kind of cute in Dutch.
It's made of speculaas, which is sort of a
the cookies. They're so good.
cinnamon spiced biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they're
they're basically
good.
sprinkles. You just sprinkle them on your bread and you're good to go. Maybe some butters to make sure they stick. So, and in case you're like, wow,
Okay.
this sounds amazing, but you know, I gotta chew. Who likes to chew? No one likes to chew. So, the Dutch were like, you know what we can also do? We're gonna invent a spreadable cookie spread.
So it's the same,
It's the same type
as
of
this
cookie.
or the actual cookie.
It's
But it's
spread.
spreadable.
But it's spreadable, like peanut butter for instance.
It's like, it looks like
It looks
peanut
better.
butter,
The
but
other
it's
one looks
just,
a little bit
it's
like the
actual
food.
just cookies. You can literally hear the crunch. There's pieces of cookies as well. Actually delicious.
Yeah, and it's so
But you can do
good,
both,
guys.
I
actually.
think it's almost pure sugar. It's so sugar.
Probably. So
Yeah, that's why it
the
tastes so
Dutch
good.
people are really sweet tooth.
We're
We have-
super sweet tooths, yeah.
So everything contains
It
a
will
lot
have
of sugar.
sugar.
Yes, and basically everything past this line is almost pure sugar.
So if you're
Love
not
it.
a cookie monster but you like chocolate,
We also invented the chocolate sprinkles.
Well, we didn't, but
Yeah, you
Yes,
just
I'm
didn't
the
think
person who
that's
invented this chocolate sprinkles. That's all me. That's all me. No, and these go great on everything. I mean, we have white bread, we have brown bread, we have tiger bread, which has.
Oh, they do it on
tiger
all
skin,
sorts of
very,
bread?
very
yeah, very
delicious though. It's very good. Our Dutch bread is actually very light. We lived in Germany for a while, and the bread we had there, and I'm sorry if you're
It's
from
heavier.
Germany, you're watching this, was a bit like a brick. Like it was either very
it's-
fluffy American light toast, or it was bricks. There was no in between.
It was very heavy.
And Dutch
But it
bread
was
is very
heavy, yeah.
light. It's very airy, very.
Like you
nice.
can have 20 slices of this.
And in
Well,
Germany,
not
you have,
really.
you have
Maybe
one
not that
slice,
much.
and you're like, okay, I'm done. This is like, it felt like 1,000 calories, you know. And this is like, oh, you can just keep eating it forever.
I guess the German are quite efficient in that sense.
They're quite efficient, yeah, th're quite efficient. But in case you're like,
Like your
"Oh,
Vietnamese
chocolate is
one
nice,
slice."
but
I like sprinkles.
I like sprinkles,
but
but
I
not
want something
chocolate.
else.
Yeah. Then there is this one.
So this
What is
one
that?
is the fruit hail, de vruchtenhagel. This one is the vlokken and the chocolate sprinkles.
Okay,
It
what's
says,
the one in the middle?
yeah, sugar hail with concentrated apple juice. I'm not
Oh,
sure
it's
what the apple
apples.
juice is, but okay.
I really liked this as a kid, but after you read the description, I'm like,
For every 100 grams in here, it's 93 gram of 93% sugar. So
Whoa.
literally, it's literally pure sugar with food coloring.
yeah, sweet
And-
tooth.
Yeah,
It's
we'll read the
literally just sugar.
description.
It's literally. Speaking of just sugar, this is some of the most delicious Dutch exclusive items you can buy in the
It's,
Netherlands. It's so
Okay, what is it?
exclusive. It doesn't even have an English translation.
No, it doesn't. So for English people,
For all you foreigners,
it could be no. But what is it called? Marmalade.
Marmalade.
Marmalade. It's not the same thing. It's
Oh,
very,
marmalade,
very
the
different,
Australian
But at
thing?
least the consistency might be.
the consistency
similar.
is the consistency is somewhere between marmalade and maple syrup.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Okay,
say.
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Exactly.
So it's somewhere in between there,
It's-
but
it's
pure
like
sugar.
honey.
It's glucose. It's
Yeah.
just pure sugar.
Yeah.
It's like honey. It's like honey. I guess
Yeah.
it's more like honey.
But
then
what does it
it's
taste
more
like?
The
spreadable.
taste is different.
And usually it's a bit more apple flavored as well.
Depends if whether
This-
you have the apple stroop or
Yeah, the apple stroop or it's called stroop by the way.
Yeah, like what is it?
stroop.
Stroop. That's how we call it. You can't. We lived abroad. We couldn't find this anywhere except for Dutch stores or in the Netherlands. There is.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
really hard to
it's
get.
It is
And
super
it's
hard to
so
get.
good though.
It's so good. You can eat this on anything as well.
Okay, but what does it taste
The thing
like?
with stroop
Just
is that
apple?
you gotta have a special technique in order to actually
Okay, I get what they
make
mean.
it
It's
stick
like
on
honey.
your knife. Because if you don't twirl like this, if you don't use the stroop technique,
It's a mess.
TM,
It's a mess.
then you're gonna lose it. We're just gonna drop it on there. Alright, so on to the last sugary thing that we have for today, and that's this one. This one is some of my personal favorites as a kid.
What is
I
that?
love this.
Coconut bread.
Coconut bread.
Coconut bread.
It's
Okay,
basically
it's
just a
coconut.
slice of cocos that you put on your bread. You just, no butter needed, just slap it on there. And you're good
looks
to
like
go.
ham. What
It's
is that?
freaking delicious. And again, it's made of cocoa, so it's actually a bit more healthy.
It's really
And
good.
it's only 40 grams sugar per 100 gram of.
This-
so
this
it's
is-
only
that's
40%
insane.
sugar. So that.
This video is translating into how much sugar is there in Dutch breakfast
Oh,
items kind of video.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's one other thing that Dutch people really like, and that's beside their savory meats. Like we have some chicken that we usually eat, or some chicken that gone bad. No, there's like herbs in
this
there.
is
Like cold
yeah,
cuts.
herbs.
But we really like cheese. We like cheese so much.
Of course, you have great
when we just buy blocks of cheese, we actually were lazy.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
wheel.
bought
so
the
we
prepackaged
bought the
ones.
sliced ones.
We bought the sliced ones.
But
But if you're not lazy like us, you actually just buy the whole,
The
just
wheel.
a big block of cheese, and
you
you use
actually-
something called a cheese shaver or a kaasschaaf,
the kaas,
Yeah, I have that.
and use
Scraper?
that cheese
Scraper,
scraper.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know.
just, like,
and you
cut
use that
slices.
to just get your cheese
Yeah.
to make
Very
a small
useful.
slice of cheese. Or if you're even more lazy, we also have spreadable cheese, of course, as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't
You
taste
really
the
like
same.
this one, right?
I do. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I don't.
We're not done yet, actually.
No, there's more.
There's more. Well, there's much more,
Get
but
it,
there's
get it.
at least a few more items that we can showcase. And this,
This is so good.
What is that?
It's called it's called ontbijtkoek, but I like to call it paperkoek. It's sort of a cake thingy. Again, pretty sweet, I think.
it's
Okay.
it's
Like a loaf?
gingerbread, right?
It's kind of like
Oh, it's
Do you
gingerbread.
remember, like back in the day, like when you were younger, we actually made these gingerbread houses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like that.
It tastes like that.
Let's make
Let's
one.
make one. Let's make one.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is
Oh, you
not
actually
how
do
Dutch
it.
how Dutch gingerbread
What?
houses are made. But we did give it our best. So normally you eat gingerbread together with butter. And actually the house would be a lot more stable probably if you used butter as well. And maybe it
Yeah,
took
to make
longer
it
than 20
stick.
seconds to try to put this together.
There's one more thing.
There's
that we
one
can
more
show.
thing. This is
This
more
is
like a German bread.
This is basically German bread.
This is
but
called
smaller.
roggebrood.
Yeah,
I know.
it's very compact, lots of fibers. It's very healthy apparently, but it's not as good as the rest of
There's
the
a
bread.
lot
so.
of fibers in there.
Yeah. It's
like, doesn't have that much
what we do
sugar.
when we eat this, so we either add cheese, of course, or sugar.
And sugar, of course, you gotta have the sugar.
Damn. I'm so happy we didn't call this the most healthy Dutch food breakfast. Because,
Yeah.
Wow, Dutch breakfast
It's
is
very
not
far from
very
healthy, yeah.
Kids love it though.
Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really sorry if you're hungry right now.
I am. So
It
I'm gonna
is.
eat some
A
more
lot of
bread
this
today.
is so
let's stop
incredible.
right now. Thank you all so much for watching again and hope to see you next time.
See you later.
See you later.
As always, many thanks to our members for making this video possible. Thanks to Niels de Konnik, Rama Waar, Sebastian Henoy, FLX, Jeff Wang, Pinky Traveler, Terry Kim, Juju, Galaxy Art, Gustus Rodriguez, Vuries, Ricer Ayu, Dries Sumker, Plux, Zenny, Wiley, Francisco Sousa, History Cannon, Backspace, OTI, CMAC, Saffronix, Lonzo, BG Extremes, Harry Gardner, Ido Hyman, Anwar Enichai, Brandon, Frank Bouguet, Ziggy Deer, Fine Asian Guy, Mr. Potemkin, Flidiot, Beamer WT, Lars Smith, Edgar, Knifesu, Chen125, Cloudfix, Sir QQ Morse, and Gummy Bones. If you would like to be mentioned here as well and get early access to new videos, make sure to check out that join button below this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Okay, so this was it was an incredible video. I loved it. I'm super hungry, like they said, and I don't want to try all of them. Now I'm hungry, but it's basically bread, which is funny. I was expecting something of the sort, but I thought they sort of like ate something else, like maybe like the traditional one. I'm not saying like Dutch people just this is all they have, but I'm guessing because usually at breakfast, you know, like usually it includes eggs, for instance. Like no matter what culture and what society and what country, I think obviously it's like it's different, like how you do your eggs, but usually it involves eggs. You know, it's like maybe they add some sausages or some, you know, beans in the case of the British, but you know, whatever. It's like they usually involve some sort of like meat maybe and, you know, eggs or, you know, I don't know, just like, and maybe obviously bread. Bread obviously is a very breakfasty food. But it's funny that it's like no protein here. It's like unless of course you get like your cold cuts, like they said that they do have obviously, and you sort of like probably they didn't really specifically say because they said chicken, but it's, you know, it's like a cold cut, but maybe it's like turkey or something, but with chicken but again, something of the sort. But I think those were like an afterthought. Or cheese, but because again, the star of the show is either sweets or cheese, which makes sense. I guess the cheese is protein, which it's good, so maybe they don't really need the eggs. But I'm surprised by how like light of a breakfast it is, which I know that some people do enjoy. Like some cultures and some countries do like a very heavy breakfast. I think the Dutch apparently are more of like a light breakfast because it's just like the slice of bread with a little like either the strop, something like that. I think that was the name. The sort of like jam marmite thing, that honey like substance that they didn't really mention like how it tastes, because I'm so curious to see how it tastes. It's apparently like they say like apples. It tastes like apples, but she said only if you have like the apple flavored. So it's like they have other flavors. Does it just taste like honey? I want to try this so bad, but it's like it's only in the Netherlands. Apparently, it's like very hard to get. It's impossible apparently to get somewhere that's not the Netherlands. But I want to try it very badly because it looks incredible. And they didn't really like describe. I wanted to like describe the flavor to me, but it's like it's sort of like apparently like sort of like apple something, and you just like eat it like alone on toast, and you don't really put like something on top of it. So it's like very light to me, or even just like your chocolate sprinkles or your other like fruit sprinkles. But it's like where's like the heft of it? Like don't you want some eggs or something, some sausages, some eggs, some oatmeal? I don't know, something heavier, because I think. Like while delicious, like all of them sound incredible. I would love to have a traditional Dutch breakfast, like go to like someone like with some friends or something, like they invite you to a traditional Dutch breakfast. That actually sounds like like an incredible thing to do. And I'm wondering like, well, maybe it's for tourists or for people that are not from there, because for them it's normal. But I would love for Dutch people to invite me to something like that. Like I'll invite you to a traditional Dutch breakfast, but it's like with a lot of spreads and all the breads and the cuts and stuff, like and the cheese. It sounds like very good, but it's like, aren't you hungry? Like I think otherwise, like you would need to have like a lot of them. I think it's all very light. I don't know. I think I need more protein here. I think these people are gonna be hungry like 2 hours later. They're gonna be like, well, where's lunch? Because I'm hungry now. But I don't know, maybe they just work differently. They have like different metabolisms or something. But yeah, I love that. And I also want to try, like there was like the speckless cookies. I've had them, they're great. I've never had them in like spread form, but they also sound delicious. Now I want to try the spread form as well. It's like it tastes the same. But it's funny because it's like sort of like a cereal, but it's funny because again it looked like dog food. Like it's not appealing like visually, but they do taste very good. Like once you've had them, it's like it's good. But I don't know why I associate that with like Christmas time. Maybe that's just like a me thing. But I would love to try the spread. It's like a Nutella thing. Would love that. But I don't know if I would have it on, well, yeah, because it's on toast, but maybe on pancakes, that would sound incredible actually. But it's like, and also I love the little like gingerbread thing. It was like, I don't know, like it was like gingerbread. When I was imagining like an actual gingerbread house. It's like, no, the thing is like so tough that you can just like cut it and make a house. It's like, okay, because it's like hard. It's not like a soft bread, which, I would love to try as well, but apparently tastes like gingerbread. Okay, so at least I have an idea. But it's like very dry. I think that's the point. It's like very dry. So maybe that's why you need the strop or, something. Well, yeah, I think, or the speculoos like spread, because it would be like very crumbly in your mouth. But also I think one thing that I would love to try, but I'm so curious about this, is the coconut thing. Cocoa something. They were like, it's just sugar, which is like, yes, of course, all of these things are just sugar, but what does it taste like? Because they didn't really explain that. It's like, does it have coconut? It's so weird looking. It's like, again, it's like a cold cut of some sort. It looks like a turkey slice. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It looks like ham, actually. It looked like ham. But apparently it's a sweet thing, and apparently it may or may not have coconut in it. I'm so curious to see, like, describe the flavor, because this looks insane. I love the pink, which makes me think maybe it has strawberries, but apparently it isn't. It's just like sugar. I don't know. I'm so curious about this because I've never seen anything like it or heard of this, and I've never actually, like, visually, it's very weird looking, and I've never seen anything like this. But, love this video, and now I'm gonna grab something to eat because it made me super hungry. But that was it for today, and I'll see you soon. Bye!